I could be a while. Tables appear. So what does mod caching do? Okay. Well, I'm very slowly getting there. I don't know if you want to kick off on it. Nope. Heard myself then somehow. Why has it suddenly started doing that? I've got like a 2-second delay after I speak. Well, where am I hearing it? Am I hearing it in TTS? I'm going to mic the mute. I'm going to mic the mute. Mute the mic. It's the mic. It's the mic. I muted the mic. It didn't happen. No, I suppose not. No, I suppose, yeah, TTS. I'm just trying to think where it must be coming from. Doesn't normally do it. It's not even doing anything, Pete. I'm gonna switch caching back on. Well, I wonder whether to reboot my computer. Fuck. All right, I'm going to put more caching on because I obviously normally have that on. Right. Okay. Okay. It's definitely a ticket. Can you still hear me? Okay, I'm going to come right out of TTS and then see whether it's still doing it. Right, it's still doing it. Yeah. So it's like I'm into conversation or something. Like I can hear myself playing back. Input, output. Right, can you hear me now? No. Yeah, still doing it, yeah. Right. Well, I can't hear them. I'm gonna. Yeah, I thought I had quit Discord curiously, but you can still hear me, so I can't have done. Where's it gone? I'll have a tantrum in a minute. Hello. Can you hear me? Okay, you can see me, and it's not doing it now. No, it is doing it. It is doing it. It's started doing it again. No, I don't hear you twice. I just hear me speak again. Yeah. And you can't hear me twice. It is very quiet, but I can't do that for the whole game. What is doing it? Well, I'm gonna no. Hang on. Hold it up to my ear and say something. No, it's not. No. I think it's coming out of the speaker. No, I know. I was just trying to think where it didn't sound like it was coming from the speaker, but I can't think where it's coming from. I'm gonna bend down here. Okay, that's fine. I can still hear you. Yeah, I can still hear me too. I think it's coming out of this speaker. I'm going to turn the speaker off. I'm just talking to myself now. I'm just talking to myself. Yeah, it's coming out of my speaker. My speaker. I don't know why. I'm going to shut everything down, restart, and then. You want to crash on? The only problem is if I can't solve. Ready for action!
Hello everybody, we have started tonight whilst Robin swears gratuitously at his PC and tries to work out what the feck is going on with his setup. In the meantime, we're just probably going to jump straight into this game. So we have Stee and we have John. Now John's playing the Mad Mob and Stee is playing Mollog's mob. Ooh, now anybody who isn't a patron, hasn't been part of this and doesn't know what's going on, we'll be running our patron only sessions. Our tournaments. Now this one we started just after the Man Mob had arrived and just after the Silent Menaces and whatever other packs in the Essentials pack alone, and we were using those. We haven't got the Soul Raid and we haven't got the Fishy Boys in here, so we haven't got any of those cards, but everything else is up for grabs, so those are the decks they're playing with. I think it's better to say, without further ado, let's crash on into the game. Robin's going to jump in once he can get his machine sorted, so until then, let's jump over to the game and see what's going on. If you do have any issues, any questions, any comments or anything like that, do as always shout them out in the chat and we will try and answer them as we tell you what's going on. So let's jump over to the streaming table here and let's go bing. There we go. So hopefully everyone can see that, but you can still hear me. And yep, okay, so here we go. We can see we've got the setup going. Now they did very nicely. They have already set up. I've asked them to get going, get ready. So let me just go and tell them they can crash on. So Stee, John made Stee place the first board. Stee has given John the first activation. So there we go. They're about to get started. Let's just have a quick look at their cards. We've got Inspired Attack, Feign Weakness. Oh, we've got some juicy ones here. Branching Fate in there. Bring It On. Not bad. And over on Mollog's side we've got Unassailable, Savage Exemplar, Demolished, Ferocious Blow, Wind Up, Spirit Comb, Regenerative. Oh, Spirit Comb, that's a dirty one. And Savage Scavenged Armour. So here we go. The boys are back in town. So here we are. The match is underway now. Now we can't hear them in this game. So we're just going to have to go, we're going to be going a little bit on guesswork by what you can see. It looks like Hedkrakka's moving. I don't know if he's going to be doing an attack or not. It looks like he's moving on to this objective at least. He is charging, so he's going to go zapping at Mollog by the looks of things. He might be, I don't think he's hoping for anything right now. Might be trying to tempt him into something. Here we go. Some 2 zappy dice. Oh, he's got 1 swirly. That's what he wants. He does want that swirly. And a crit defense. Oh, Mollog right off the bat is being cheeky. So nothing scored there. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Everyone can see everything going on. Everybody knows that it's all okay. If you do have any issues at all though, do let me know. So no cards being played as yet. And nothing being played by Steve. Now, John has been in the final once in the TTS tournament that we've been playing through. He was beaten by a rather dashing, good-looking fellow who did cheat. Naming no names, but it was me. And Steve has not been in a TTS final as yet. Oh, I completely missed. What did Steve do there? Oh, I think he drew a card. Silent Ring. Interesting. He's now charging with Deco Sharp Sticker. Obviously also onto Mollog the Mighty. I mean, interesting. He's going for wounds on Mollog. Oh, but he misses. Didn't really need to go for that. Well, I don't know if he did need to go for that. He might need to go for that. But, I mean, it's going to be hard pressed to get to any of the squiggles. Stalags on over there. Spike Shrooms at the back. Bat Squigs over on that side. And Robin is trying to join the call. Hello, Robin. Are you with us?
Hello.
Hello. Hurrah. Everyone can hear Robin.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Hopefully the boys and girls at home can also hear you.
I can't hear myself, which is a relief. Don't know how you guys put up with me, really.
So, Mollog, it looks like Steve's winding up for his second activation. He's played Wind Up to give him +1 damage from Mollog. And he's also played Ferocious Blow for +1 damage. And give him Cleave. That's going to be nasty.
That is mean. I've still got a white card. It's really frustrating. Tabletop Simulator.
So Mollog's charging. Or is he just... Yeah, I mean, he's going to be charging. He's trying to work out where he's going to charge to. And he's charged right next. Looks like he's going... Well, I can't tell who he's going for now. Whether it's Hedkrakka or Deco Sharp Sticker. I think it's going to be Hedkrakka. He's taking a swing up. It is Hedkrakka because Hedkrakka gets double dodge against double hammer. Or 1 hammer. It's +2 damage this, so this is a Mollog 5 damage attack. And Wolfman goes to this guy. Oh, and it's another crit defense. Oh, we needed that. I'm trying to get if this is going to be a really bloodless and low glory scoring game. Because Mollog might struggle to kill people, but obviously the Orcs are going to struggle to kill Mollog. Oh, and he has scored. Bring it on. Enemy fire attack. Targets is friendly as part of a charge, and he's not out of action, so that is 1 point to John. So, Robin, you're with us now. You're fully in the room.
Not really. I'm here, but I'm just still struggling with my TTS setup tonight. Everything's going wrong tonight.
Okay. So he's put.
Now
Oh,
I can't see the cards.
he's put Savage Strength on Wallop the Skull, and he's charged Wallop over to have a go at Mollog. That could be a 4 damage attack hit right here, and he's got an assist as well.
Savage Strength and an assist.
2 hammers, but it's only 1 shield from Mollog. Double hammer, so he's gonna need that crit, or Mollog's taking 4 damage. No, just a shield. That's 4 damage on him. What was his next card that he picked up? He picked up Unafraid. He's still got Branching Fate, which he can't score, and Swelling Pride, which I think he's going to struggle to score. However, whacking Mollog with that 4 damage does mean everyone on the squig side is inspired. Now I think Steve was hoping to get demolished with a 5 damage attack, but he fluffed his attack. He's also got Unassailable, which he's not going to score, and he's got Savage Exemplar, which he's not going to score. So Steve has a bit of a dead hand right now. Anybody at home who knows anything about TTS, can they work out why Robin can't load up all the cards? Because he seems to be stuck and he can't see anything at the minute.
No.
You could try, Robin, going and downloading the latest patch of TTS maybe.
Maybe that could be it. I suppose.
It's on 1.84 now, I think.
0.84. I shall. Well, I'm still here, but I shall go and do that.
Worth a punt.
Yeah.
Oh, now of course Mollog is inspired, and this is pre-nerf Mollog, so he can charge again now, which he is doing, and having a go at Wallop. This is a 4 damage attack. This could spell the end of Wallop, and then suddenly give Steve the chance to score several of his cards. Not to mention knock an Rawk flying. It's a 1 hammer. Oh no, he has not saved it. That is a dead Wallop. Wallop got walloped. So he gets a glory for that one. He's also got one for Savage Exemplar. And he hasn't scored it yet, but he will also score unassailable at the end of the round. Cause he will. Oh no, he won't, because that's a leader. So he's got 2 glory now. Wow, and he has got primacy.
I can find 1.83.
Yeah, I think that's it. So John might be in a bit of trouble here, because he put Savage Strength with his only glory onto Wallop, and Wallop's now bit the dust. And now Steve's putting Scavenge Armour onto Mollog to put him on guard and give him another wound, so he's now up to 8 wounds. Mollog is a scary prospect. Of course, he's right out of the way, so Tooth Dagger can't get hold of him. I assume that John's going to move Tooth Dagger across the board and start going after Bat Squig or something, but I mean that's going to take him a couple of turns to get over there. That could be a bit tricky. So what other cards Steve's picked up? He's picked up Pitiable Death. I don't think he's going to score that. So I reckon this could turn out to be a really low scoring game. A lot of Steve's cards I think relied on having easily squishable opponents, and the Orcs aren't that easily squishable, although Mollog now is doing 4 damage and he can charge twice, so
Ouch.
He's suddenly a lot more terrifying than he was before. On John's 4th go, he has moved Tooth Dagger more centrally onto the board so that he can either run towards Mollog or maybe start going after one of the squigs. Deco Sharp Sticker is in a position where next round he could charge. He could just move even onto objective 4 here and then do his immediately grab the primacy. He is getting rid of Swelling Pride. He's getting rid of Feign Weakness. He's getting rid of Swarming Advance because he's got really not very many bodies in Steve's half, although I possibly would have used that just to shove people across, but yeah. What do I know? I'm not in the final.
I reckon those blank cards must have been because I haven't updated this for a while, so they probably...
Yeah, it could be.
They're not actually in my mod.
Oh yeah, that's true. He's got Bold Deeds now, which is going to be tricky. And he's got Unafraid, which he didn't score, and he's got Branching Fate, which I don't think he can score because he hasn't got anybody with 3. Oh, he's got Tooth Dagger has 3 attacks, but that's not many options there. Steve is getting rid of Pitiable Death because I don't rate his chances. No one's going to have Hunger, and there aren't many people on starting hexes anymore, unless he gets lucky. He's put Regenerative Cycle onto Mollog. That's the horrible heal somebody X and get rid of that number of power cards. Getting rid of Haughty Resistance, which I assume he would normally put on Mollog. He's kept Demolished, which is a 5 damage attack. He needs a +1 strength for that one though. And he's got the Silent Ring still at the minute. He got 1 glory for the primacy token, and he got 1 glory for Unassailable, because he has the primacy token as well. So he's got 4 glory now. It's 1 plays 4. I'm pressing things, I'm breaking things I shouldn't. There we go. 3, 2, 1, we're back in the room. So the score is 1 plays 4, and they're about to roll off, I think, for the round 2 in a minute. I think John's just looking at Steve's cards. Steve is in a better position, obviously it's 4 plays 1, but Mollog is only 4 wounds away from deaded now. He does have the Regenerative Cycle, which he could use to possibly blow all of his hand and heal Mollog back up. What's he got? He's got awesome appetite, kill someone and heal. That's great for Mollog. Great strength, exactly what he wanted. Ferocious resistance. Ooh, banned card now. Jewel of Wits in the Silent Ring. He's also got aggressive display, surge of aggression, and demolished. He's still got demolished, but he's got the great strength now to be able to score that. Over the other side, we've got Jewel of Wits on John, inspired attack, power of the beast could be useful, scavenged armor, and glory seeker. Still got branching fates, unafraid, and bold deeds. Still really is anybody's game at this point, I think. Yes, Matt, we started at 9, not 9:30. You have only missed the first round of the first game, though, so it's not that far gone. You are okay. Anybody, any questions, any statements, anything they want to say, do shout in the channel. Now, Robin, you appear to be up to 67%, so it looks like it is starting to work. Did you download the latest mod?
I think so, but it's not working as well as it had done.
Did you put it into your saved folders and restart TTS and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you put it into thingy mode? Untick that box.
I did untick that box.
Okay.
What's I'm trying to think what these, because I've got like several white cards now. I'm trying to whether I can.
The Hedkrakka, I think, has just fired a shot at Mollog.
So Mollog savaged the strength blade on him, didn't he?
Sorry?
Mollog the Skull had savage strength blade on him, didn't he?
He did, and then he died.
Yeah, okay, because I can see that as a white card, so that proves it's not the mod's fault.
Have you unticked thingy again?
Cache thing, yeah.
Mod cache.
Yeah.
Might be worth unticking that.
I've ticked it again because unticking it just makes the whole thing grind to a halt.
Yeah. Did you restart after you downloaded and put the app into the latest version into your TTS folder?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe try starting your own game and then come back into ours maybe? Anyway, whilst Robin continues to fight with TTS, we're on to the next round.
It's TTS.
Robin versus TTS. It's not quite as exciting, but there we go. I mean, John kept hold of Branching Fate from the first round. He only has 1 3-dice fighter. I'm not sure why he's done that. Mollog's on the move. Wolfman guesses he wants to heal the swearing when Mollog heals almost all of his damage. I mean, I pity John when that happens. Unless he can suddenly catch Mollog unawares.
I think my internet is poor. I think that's what the problem is.
Mollog versus Daco. So 2 hammers for Daco. Sorry, 2 hammers for Mollog rather. John has picked it. Oh, he's missed. With 2 single and a double assist, he's fluffed it. That is not what Steve will be looking for. I'm noticing not a lot of movement going on with a lot of the rest of these squigs. Now, if I was if I was Steve, I'd maybe look to charge Daco over this way. Just to jump on the objective and snatch the primacy. Just because it's a quick way of getting primacy and then inspiring someone. Because I think they inspire when you get the primacy, yeah, so I would be doing that just to get a primacy. But it looks like he's just having another shot at Mollog with Hedkrakka. No, not with Hedkrakka. Looks like it was Daco this time. 2 swords, that's exactly what he wanted. And Mollog crit defends it. Whoa. That's painful. It doesn't look like he's doing a double shot from Daco. I mean, I think personally I would. Unless he's going to move Daco away in a minute, but he's attacked with him. John's not used any of his cards. Neither side's played any power cards. John has 4 upgrades. No, I think he's got 3 upgrades. He's got inspired attack, but none of his fighters are inspired. Oh, now Mollog's charging across the other side of the board and looks like he's going to have a whack at Tooth Dagger. And this could one-shot Tooth Dagger because he's also played great strength on him. It's a double hammer, so he does need a crit. No! Tooth Dagger is out of the picture. And gets him another glory. And he also scored. Does he score pitiable death because he was standing on that? I said he should have got rid of it, but shows what I know. So he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's up to 7. I missed one there. I think I missed another objective that he scored. Oh no, sorry, he scored demolished as well. And surge of aggression. That was it. My bad. So he's up to 7 now. Wow. And John is still on 1. Now, John did pound a lot of his opponents in his other games, but I don't think he ever came up against a Mollog. So he may struggle. I mean, if he'd have moved Deco onto the objective, he could have inspired Hedkrakka, and then Hedkrakka might have been able to use his magic attack to do in Mollog from like 1 hex away, but it's hard to tell. 2 lightnings, he misses his Hedkrakka attack. He's not getting any of the luck in this first game. Are you still there, Robin? I'm going to assume Robin died or thrown his PC out the window. Either way, I think he's done for. So, he's putting an upgrade onto the squiggly at last. He's putting the silent relic, the silent ring on him. Draw 3 or fewer power cards if you have. Oh, yes, no, it's okay. So if you've got 3 or less, draw 1. And that helps him to draw some more cards up. Maybe then to heal Mollog with his regenerative cycle. Robin is still attempting to get his TTS working. Who will win, Robin or the TTS? We may never find out the answer to this. But whilst Robin fights valiantly against the TTS gods, shods, we shall go across back to the game and keep you up to date with what's going on. So the score is a crushing 7-1 right now. It's very, very painful for poor old John here. He's not having the luck in the first game. If only we could hear what he was saying. I guess it would mostly be fecking dice. So he's on to the 4th activation in this second round. I mean, his objectives, he's still not going to score Branching Fate. He might score Unafraid. He might score Bold Deeds. No, he won't score Bold Deeds. He hasn't got hope of scoring Bold Deeds ever. So he's going for... I don't know what he's going for, to be honest. He's moved across the board. He's charging with Hedkrakka. He's done a crit and a swirly. All just a crit, so that doesn't defend, and he is going to shove Malicious back again, do another wound to him. So Mollog he's 3 wounds left from deadness. I feel very all alone all of a sudden. Robin's about to rejoin. Hello, Mr. Robin. Can you hear us?
Hello.
We can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. For some reason, it's getting stuck at 68%. I've tried rebooting the internet because you were breaking up as well on the sound, but
I suspect your internet connection might be breaking up because it's eating up all your bandwidth or something. Anybody who knows anything about TTS, do shout in the comments if you think you have an answer for Robin.
Maybe, but it says it's got a fast connection. My son isn't playing. I thought he might have. He was saying he was having trouble earlier though, so I don't know. Don't know what's happening.
So, John's played Claim to Domination. At the end of the next activation, player with the highest number of surviving fighters in enemy territory gains the primacy tokens. We will steal primacy, but that will be at the beginning of the next round, I think.
I think, Pete, I'm going to have to stop because you keep breaking up as well, so I can't even hear you.
Nope. I wonder if it's because it's trying to download and that's eating up your bandwidth, so it's then causing everything else to lag.
What, the PTS?
Yeah.
Let me start. I'll turn everything off then and see whether it makes it any better.
Maybe try killing off the connection, go off, restart TTS and start your own game and see if that works. Maybe. So Batsquig is charging for Steve's 4th and final go, and he's having a go at Hedkrakka. Hopefully, I think, to push him back into no man's land to stop him from getting prime RC. Double crit it. Oh, so it doesn't. I mean, he could roll. Oh, double crit and a sword, so he does do 1 damage. It's not about the damage though. It's about stopping him from getting primacy from Claim to Domination. Oh, that is painful. That is very, very painful indeed. So, whilst Robin goes away and attempts to get his TTS to work again, you're stuck with my dulcet tones in the meantime, so apologies for that. So, what are they going to be doing now? I'm assuming that he's playing Ferocious Resistance time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5 magic dice he's got to roll. Oh, everyone together. Boo! Boo hiss! Boo hiss! He's rolling 6 dice. He's even going to cheat. No, he's not. I know. He's not going to. He's playing. Here we go. How many lightnings is he going to get? Oh, 3. I mean, that's just I mean, anything more than about 1 is going to be soul crushing. That's just... What do you do with that? Mollog's now got 6 wounds remaining. Down with this sort of thing, says Wolfman Gaz, and I agree. Of course, after this season, we will be using the far list from G-Dub. He's then putting Foul Temper onto Mog to allow him to re-roll one of his dice, because he does only get 2 hammers, which isn't great. It's not looking good for poor old John. John's only got the 1 glory. Yes, John Grant, it was an early start. We started at 9. Oh, he scored 2 for Unafraid because he is within 2 hexes. Hooray! John's got some glory. I don't know if that's going to help him though. He's up to 3. 3 plays Steve's 7. What else is he going to do? He's getting rid of Swelling Pride. I know, he got rid of that last time. I know what I'm talking about. He's getting rid of Bold Deeds because he's got to kill 2 people. I don't like his chances. And he is getting rid of Branching Feint now because he cannot score that. Upgrade time, he's putting on the Sauvage Soldier onto Hedkrakka, which means he must be putting Power of the Beast or Scavenged Armour onto him. Personally, I'd put Scavenged Armour. Well, no, I don't know. Yeah, might as well put Power of the Beast on because if he does get primed, it gives him 2 wounds. But there we go. Nobody plays any power cards to play Inspired Attack. That's unbelievable. Or at least not until... oh, he did. He played Ferocious Resistance right at the end. He could have played... He must have already played it. I'm talking nonsense. Come on, Pete, wake up. He's getting rid of Scavenged Armour. Is he going to keep the others? I mean, he's not inspired a single Auric, and he's only got poor old Hedkrakka left. So let's go over here to see what Steve's done. Steve's done. He's scored Awesome Predator for 1. He's got the Primacy for 1. He's got Awesome Predator because that's a given with Mollog. So Steve is up to 10, I think now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am correct, hurrah. And he's putting I can't even say the words. Unsurprisingly, he's putting Awesome Appetite onto Mollog as well. Not that it matters that much, because if Mollog manages to kill Hedkrakka, yeah, it will heal him a wound, but I mean, who cares, right? Because he's like, everyone will be dead on the Orc side. He's keeping Demolish. No new fighters in enemy territory, or there's one more surviving enemy fighter. Or no more than one, so he's scored that for 3. No Remorse, yeah. Intimidating Display, yeah, he's going to score all of those. So he's got at least another 5 glory coming his way, so he's up to 15. John is going to be pedaling uphill with his 2 poor little Aurics left, I think. It's going to be a very tricky one. Very, very tricky indeed. So what cards does John have in hand now? Primal Brutality, Acidic Strike, well, that could be handy. Inspired Attack, Glory Seeker, Killer Instinct, that's no good for him. Awesome Predator, Primal Display, and Dominant Display. I mean, I don't know what... It's going to be real tricky. I missed the roll off, my bad, sorry about that. I'm not sure what's going on now. I don't know what's going on. Oh, that's a dead Hedkrakka. I'm assuming then that was a Mollog attacking a Hedkrakka. I completely missed that, but he re-rolled. He got the single assist. It's just painful all over. He's got a glory for killing Hedkrakka. He's got primacy. I mean, it's just painful to watch.
Hey Pete, still not
Hello,
perfect.
Mr. Robin is here again. Still not downloading all them cards.
No, and you actually now, starting to speak to you, you're breaking up as well. Just very frustrating.
I can only assume it's breaking up because it's still trying to download or something, and that's eating up some of your bandwidth. I don't know.
Yeah.
Very strange.
I don't know what to suggest. I could watch it on YouTube maybe rather than TTS. But then I'm behind.
You'll be 30 seconds behind then.
Yeah.
This first game's going to be over very quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, if you come out of TTS, Robin, so you're not in that, does it break up then when we're talking?
But let's see.
Can you still hear me, Robin?
I can commentate on the game.
Am I? Yeah, I shall do. Nothing's happening right now, of course, but that doesn't stop me from incessantly talking. What have we got going on here? So, Daco has moved. He's charged. I mean, he's only got one attack, but he's only got 3 glory, and I think he knows it's already end game because it's 11-3. So he's charging with Daco round the corner to maybe have a pot shot at Spite Shroom, but it's not like Daco can do much damage. Poor old Daco.
You are breaking up, actually.
Very odd.
It is odd, isn't it?
Oh, he's only moved Daco. He is not charged with him, so Heated Instinct's been used to shove Mollog across a bit, obviously within charging range of Daco. I think what we're seeing here rather with Mollog, is a prime example of the Voltron meta that GW has now completely hacked off at the knees and stopped from being viable with all the cards they've restricted and Mollog's nerf. Mollog has charged, he's got 1 hammer, he's got a reroll, he's going to reroll the double assist, and he gets another crit, so that is a dead Daco. And that's 12 glory. John is out of this game. It's 3 plays 12 right now. Steer's also scored no remorse for another glory. What did he pick up after that? Has he got any cards left? He has still got a couple of cards left. He's already going to score 3 for demolish the opponent, and 1 for intimidating display, and he's going to get 1 for primacy. He's not going to score on. Oh no, he's not going to score underdog though. It's the only card he's not going to score. I don't think John can score anything. So it's on to John's turn. I think he's going to get rid of an objective and draw a new one. He has drawn great gains. Oh, John. Oh dear, oh dear. John, of course, was in our season 1 finale and lost to a big fat cheater, me. Oh, Mollog has picked up strong start. Steve is not going to score that one. So that's a dead card in his hand, but he's still getting 5 from demolish the opponent and intimidating display. So it is good night with a score of 18-3. John has picked up Surge of Aggression. He's got rid of Great Gains, unsurprisingly. Steve is then just going to move Batsquig over to help him with some of his scores. And what we're seeing here is just the final part of the game as somebody kicks a poor puppy to death. Are you still there, Robin? Am I talking to myself? I think I'm talking to myself. Yes, I am. So here we go. Steve has scored. He's got 1 for primacy, 1 for intimidate display, and 1, 2, 3 for demolish the opposition. So it's up to 18-3. 18-3. Wow, that was brutal. So they are resetting the boards and starting to line up for game 2. I mean, this may be over very quickly. That was a brutal start from Mollog. And, I mean, I don't think John had the cards or the dice in that game. It didn't seem like anything went his way. So it'll be interesting to see if he can rally in round 2. Will he try and ignore Mollog and not go for the wounds and just try and kill Squigs? We will find out in game 2 now. So they're just setting up, and while they do that, I'm just going to quickly tinker with my setup here. So let me just set things back. I didn't get a chance to set the rounds. So it's 0-0 back to 0-0 again. Besman rolled a crit, but Steve got a crit support. I'm going to let them set up, and I'm going to just try and set this thing up quickly. And then we will be back very shortly into the action once they are set up and ready to roll. So do feel free to go and get yourself a drink. You've got a couple of minutes, stretch your legs. We're going to be back for round 2 in a minute. Apologies for the radio silence. I'm just trying to fix something, and we're letting the players set up and stuff. They have longboarded though. Oh, that's could be painful. So hopefully things are back on track now. Here we go. So we're getting set up. They're just about to start rolling off. So let's look at the card they've got this time. VJ, it might be a dick move, but after watching that last game, it might be necessary. So what have we got? No player has got rid of any cards. John has got the big wall for +1 dice for range 1 attacks. If you have primacy, you can get rid of it. Place card, this effect persists until you lose the token. That's not bad. Primal Brutality, Claims of Domination, Fights Frosting, Killer Instincts. He's got Swelling Pride again, Branching Fate again, and Primal Display. I mean, those are going to be tricky to score. I think he's going to really struggle against Mollog. Mollog did get rid of his cards at the start here. He's got rid of Demolish the Opposition, No Remorse, and Pitiable Death. Those are going to be tricky cards to get rid of. To score rather. He's keeping Intimidating Display. That's almost a given. Awesome Predator. Quickly see the rolls. What do people get? Oh, the single gets it. Unassailable as well. That's going to be tricky to score at the start. But he's got Commanding Stride. Oh, that's painful with Mollog. Savage Speed. Heated Instinct's always good. Wind Up, +1 damage, and Haughty Resistance. I think that John might have the claim of the cards this time, but he's not going to want to be near here because he's not going to be near the big bad Mollogs. Cheers for coming along, VJ, but do enjoy your sleep. It's very important to get enough sleep, boys and girls. Do that. So what have we got? We've got Spike Shroom right at the back of the board. I see a lot of squigs up the back here. And then I see Mollog in this spot here. That's where my money's going. That spot there, that's where Mollog's going to go. We've got Tooth Dagger. I'm seeing 2 Oryx here and here. I think that's where we're going to see Oryx. But it's very hard to tell. Robin is still trying to fight with his setup. He does not seem to be getting where he wants to be. Oh, I think Robin might be trying to call me. Hello, Robin. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Robin.
Hello.
Are you back in? Rita,
I
are you
am
back in the room?
but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything because you're breaking up still. So
Boo.
I can't converse with you. I'm 97% loaded. I've still got a couple of white cards, more on Steve's side. But if you keep breaking up, I can't have a conversation with you. So I'll have to call it a night, I think.
See how we get on, I guess. Let's see if it stays this bad. Or maybe we can, once the game's done, maybe we can kill off TTS and then we can see if it's better. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So we've got a long board here. All the Oryx
So I thought we had a long board. Who won the roll off?
I do not remember. Unfortunately, okay. I was just trying to sort something out in the setup at the time.
Right, fair enough.
John has won to go first or second.
Kind of felt like it was probably John.
I think it was John that did the longboarding. Yeah.
Try and keep out of range of Mollog.
But I feel like that might just be fueling the Mollog fire because he's now got like more than a whole board length to get to a squig.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Because unless it was Steve did it, because he's just pushed forward. He set them up and then pushed forward.
Yeah.
So he's obviously not, unless he wants to get past Mollog somehow.
He's played Primal Brutality, so he has managed to inspire Tooth Dagger, which he didn't manage to inspire anyone last game.
Wow. I guess winning primacy against Mollog is tough.
Yeah, unless you've got shenanigans. I mean, they do have a lot of shenanigans, so...
They do, but some of them rely on killing something, even if it's not... even if it's not outright.
True. So, Heated Instinct has been played and Mollog shoved forwards one. Oh, Mark says that Steve chose the board layout, so I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
You wanna yeah, if Mollog stands right down the middle of the board.
Keep the squigs at the back. Yeah. So not only is he a model player, he long boards as well.
Yeah. What a bastard. And he's played commanding strides to basically shove Mollog right in front of Tooth Dagger without having to make a single move.
I hate that card.
Well, it won't be showing in the next season of AOS TTS.
No.
Oh god, he's played wind up as well for +1 damage, so Mollog could one-shot Tooth Dagger, who is just inspired.
Yeah, that first turn. Last time I actually managed to see that.
Yeah. So what have we got here? We've got a Mollog versus a Tooth Dagger. It's 2 hammers versus 2 dodge. This is going to decide the whole tempo of the game, I feel. 1 hammer. So he just needs a dodge. Oh, he gets a crit and a dodge. The question is now, I mean, I wouldn't know what to do here. You've got to charge with someone, I guess, to hit Mollog and maybe knock him into a lethal hex and do more damage, but I guess Wallop's got to be your man.
Yeah, he'll play Beast Trail.
Now he's got the big war. Yeah, you could do with the Beast Trail, couldn't you, right now?
Just Beast Trail, just eat up the squigs.
Yeah. He's got the big war, so it's +1 dice to friendly fighters, range 1 attacks, which does help. So he could go in for a kill against Mollog. I don't think he can one-shot him, but he's got about 5 dice now with Tooth Dagger. So if he gets a crit, that's 3 damage. Oh, not! Oh my Jesus! Oh God! Not a single success. 5 dice and not a single success.
Wow. Looking like John's evening.
It does not look that way. I think personally I would have charged with Wallop and tried to knock him into lethal, because you could have possibly got 4 damage in that one swing, whereas with Tooth Dagger's attack you only would have done maybe 3. Oh. I mean, Steve did fluff his big build-up attack as well, and now he doesn't have really any ploys left in his hand. He's going for another Mollog.
I can only see 5 white cards.
Mollog's double hammer against... Oh dear, that's a 3 wounds on a Tooth Dagger. He's not dead. Let's shove him back 2.
Yeah.
3 wounds on Tooth Dagger. I mean, I think I'd charge with Wallop at this, with Tooth Dagger at this point, and just hope to get the crit and knock him into a lethal hex. That was terrible luck, Mark. You were right. Yeah. He's charging with Wallop. Interesting. So he needs hammers. Double crit.
Double crit.
Have it, Mollog.
Steve's valiantly rolling.
He's going to roll it anyway. That's 4 wounds on Mollog, but I mean, he's now inspired.
He can charge again.
Yeah, but he is within, 3 wounds. He's near death.
Yeah.
Because he's got no cards to heal him. At the minute, he's only got Haughty Resistance and Savage Speed.
Okay.
So he's got nothing to heal Mollog back up. I don't think John doesn't know that, but John's got nothing that he can capitalise on it with either right now. He's got 3 upgrades and 1 ploy. It feels like maybe he should have got rid of his opening hand. I don't know.
Maybe it's hard to say. I guess you're not likely to get much glory in a long war setup.
I think he's trying to work out what to do next, but I can only see Mollog charging in a minute and taking out Tooth Dagger, because Tooth Dagger's the one who's most likely to be able to kill Mollog. No glory on either side yet, though.
And then, then can he kill him? If Tooth Dagger's taken out of action,
Not quickly, no.
The boss can't kill him.
No, not easily. It's a double attack situation then, and he's only got one charge left. He's going after Tooth Dagger again. John's got a hope here that he doesn't see any crits come. 1 hammer.
Oh, it's a success.
Oh, he's crit it! John might be in with a chance now. He does need to
2.
charge.
2 crits.
This could be a 3-game set here, depending.
Could be. He's got a hit with this one though, really, isn't he?
He's got a crit with this one as well. Yeah, he's got a crit with it. He's got to hit it and crit it. But he rolled 5 misses last time, so he's due like a crit and 2 successes at least on this roll. It's still 5 dice. Double crit. That's a dead Mollog. Oh, this game just changed very, very quickly. Steve's putting wound counts on. He's put the 7 on dutifully and then removed the Mollog. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. So he gains primacy. He gains 2 glory because Mollog's a big boy. And
Can't see that. Squigs don't look in a handy position.
not to capitalise on very much. And
He's
also scored Swelling Pride. And he's scored Primal Display. Immediately after a friendly fight's attack, if the attack took the target out of the action and you have primacy. So that was a 4 glory kill.
Well, I can actually see 5 of his cards now.
This is suddenly a very different game to the last one. I mean, Steve's on a back foot now. He's in a horrible position. He's not going to score Intimidating Display, Awesome Predator, or Unassailable. He's got 2 upgrades in his hand. The only saving grace he has right now is that it's going to take John about 3 days to get across the board.
Yeah, I can't see this game sort of changing that much now. I mean, it's
the final score is going to be like 5 glory to 0.
might be some speed upgrades somewhere. Oh, he's moving up though.
Batsquig's got some balls. I guess he might as well because he's Batsquig's inspired, so he's on. Is it 3 dodge now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he could. Feel like it's giving a easy target though for some glory and some primacy.
Yeah, possibly. This is the end of the first round, so it's not like anyone can charge him just yet. But
no. He's not going to score anything else though, is he, John? I don't think.
Don't think so. No, he's got.
Hasn't quite reached great gains.
He hasn't got great gains. He's got Smash 'em, which he's not going to score because he hasn't got 2 enemy fighters out of action.
Yeah.
And he's not going to score Branching Fate either at the minute. Oh, he should have. No, he couldn't have scored Branching Fate with 5 dice.
No.
He's put Power of the Beast onto Tooth Dagger, and he's put Killer Instinct on him as well. Oh, bloody hell, I've never read that card. That's a horrible card. Tooth Dagger gets Cleave and Ensnare. Killer Instinct.
Right.
He's put Fights Frosty onto Daco Shot. What's it? Chad Wright says, longboarding makes for really interesting games. He never thought of it as a dick move unless the table you're playing on, it means the boards overhang the edges. We just generally have this kind of opinion in the Patreon
I don't really
chat.
mind it, to be honest. I have to say, I think it can be. I think when you're playing a control cow at the back type situation, it can be negative, especially for new players. But I think in this instance, it's okay. And I mean, nowadays, people are most warbands are pretty mobile.
Yeah, true. I guess I don't know. It
It's
still feels.
If your opponent's playing Sepulchral Guard, you do it to them then.
Yeah, what kind of bastard would do that?
And then I guess if you play Sepulchral Guard, then you're kind of asking for it.
I think it was Laura said in the Discord that offsetting at the maximum amount might be slightly more of a non-annoyance than longboarding, which may be true. Depends on your opponent's deck, I guess, when you do that. So it's round 2 roll off. What have we got? A crit on one side, a crit, and 2 double assists on the other. So Steve does win.
What's the Batsquig going to do?
I thought he was going to run Stalagskrig up personally. Throw them dice. Hello, welcome aboard. I mean, this feels like it's going to be 1-1 going into a 3rd round decider.
It does feel like that at the moment, unless there's some tasty shenanigans in the
Having seen Steve,
deck.
Yeah, having seen Steve's deck, I doubt it. So he's charging with Wallop against Batty. 1 success. Batsquig's got 3 dice, so I don't rate his chances here. Crit dodge. Yeah, Batsquig ain't going nowhere in a hurry, is he? We were, of course, going to be talking tonight about Kill Team, but obviously with the final we couldn't do that. But next week's going to be Kill Team week, so do come along for that one. We have a lot of excitement over Kill Team, don't we, Robin? Mixed feelings about it.
You're breaking up again for me, sadly. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to Kill Team. I think I'm just, but I'm wary. I've been burnt by looking forward to Games Workshop stuff before, so I like the idea of it.
Yes, definitely. And this one looks, with the rules that we've seen, looks like it might be more up our street, as it were.
Yes, definitely.
So the Batsquig attacked but missed, and now we're into Power Step, and John is playing Claim to Domination, which is the end of the activation. Next activation, the player with the highest number of surviving fights in enemy territory gains primacy. So I guess he's going to win that one because he's got Wallop over there, and the Batsquig's got nowhere to go. Just looking at Steve's cards, he's got Ferocious Resistance, 1 round too late. Spirit Comb, 1 round too late. Great Strength, no good at all really. Predatory Growl, choose an enemy fight and push them 1 hex, brilliant. So he's just shoved Wallop back, so Wallop, he's not going to score next turn. That's twice now, both games. Both games now. John's played Claim to Domination, and I think maybe a bit too quickly, and then Steve has stuffed him right up and stopped him from scoring it. So he's charging with Deco.
Oh, sharp sticker.
Oh, sharp sticker. He's wrong. Fuck all. Missed completely. Yeah. Just looking at Steve's other cards. He's got Blooming Spores. We can't use that. Great Strength. Spirit Comb. He's got Aggressive Display. Surge of Aggression and Awesome Predator. He's not going to score any of these. This does feel like a
low scoring win.
Yeah, it's going to be. I mean, he might get to near double digits, John, by the end of the 3rd round with some of his getting to your opponent's half stuff, maybe. But
it's a long way for Hedkrakka to get to the other end.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. He can just about get into enemy territory with 2 moves, basically. Yeah. And now he's charging with Batty. He's going to have a go at Tooth Dagger.
So he might kill him.
That's true, yeah, he could. He could kill him. Can he succeed when Mollog fluffed up?
Oh.
No.
Crit defend.
I think John's crit defended, or at least defended nearly every attack on Tooth Dagger.
He's rolled 3 crits.
It feels like the dice have completely deserted Steve this game and jumped into John's bandwagon.
Yeah.
But in the previous game, John was the one who couldn't roll anything or get the cards he wanted, and it was the other way around. So the score is now 5 plays Nottingham.
This sound thing is very strange because I've got your video up. I can see you perfectly, but your sound cuts out sometimes.
Very weird. Well, let me turn my camera off. I don't know, maybe that will help. I don't know. It's not like we need the cameras right now, so.
No, it's just as bad.
Yeah, oh well. Well, at least you haven't got my stupid face at the same time.
Well, yeah. Quite a pretty face, really. But yeah, no, it's breaking up more now. It's very slowly loading. It's sort of up to every now and again. It adds an extra element, and then says it needs another element.
I've got no idea why TTS is taking so long to sort this out. We really should have tried a practice setup yesterday, really, shouldn't we? But sod's law.
But
he's charging with Hedkrakka. Got another crit.
Which is only magic.
He is, but it's only going to do 1 damage. Double dodge, not enough.
Crit, yes, crit. So yeah, 1 damage.
I mean, if he'd have moved 1 to the right when he charged him, so he was next to him, he could have one-shot him there with that Bone Crusher attack, because it would have been 2 damage. But, yeah. Such is. So it feels like this is going to be a well. I don't think I think it's safe to say that I think John has won this game. So I don't know. It seems a little harsh on Steve's part to say to the guys, "Do you want to just rack up for game 3 now?" But it kind of feels like in this situation, once you've lost your Mollogs, you're kind of game over.
To be honest, if your Mollog's gone,
Is it worth it anymore?
is it worth living without your Mollog's?
Exactly. When your Mollogs have been taken away, do you even want to do anything anymore? Oh, I see. Old Alphonse has just pointed out that John's got Here We Go, which he does, and he needs one more charge. That's why he didn't kill him with Hedkrakka. You should be doing this, Old Alphonse. You should be watching this game because we're doing.
Fighting for any fighters in enemy territory.
Oh, he played Ferocious Resistance as well to heal the Bat Squig. I mean, in this situation, you've got nothing else to do, have you? Wolfman Gaz does point out that if Glory's going to make a difference, it's worth it, and it might. It could possibly do in the third game if they got down to a draw in the third game. So yeah, it is always worth playing.
What was the score in the first game?
18-3. One sword. Tooth Dagger has had some atrocious luck on his attacks, but some fantastic luck on his defence. I can't see a squig dying from this. No, it's got the crit. It doesn't matter because he's going to score. Here we go. He's not going to score Branching Fates, and he's not going to score Smash him because there are not 2 or more enemy fighters out of action. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, he re-rolled one. Oh, he re-rolled one and got a crit. I missed that, so he did kill the bat in the end.
Yeah, the bat is gone.
So
I missed the sword. I was thinking it was a crit each.
To win to the end phase, I think, and now he scored Here We Go as well. So he's up to 7. No, Here We Go is a surge. I missed that, so he scored that already.
Yeah,
and he's picked up Unafraid.
Excuse me. Choking now as well as having dodgy internet connection.
I mean, I don't think John's going anywhere near Steve's score, but I think he'll get into double digits.
Will Steve score?
That is the question. Will he even place on the board in this game? There's nothing worse.
I don't think I've ever seen a game where somebody scored 0. I've heard of it. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen it. I don't think we've never scored 0. We've had games where we've scored 2.
Yeah.
But never 0.
John scored Smash him for another 2. And he's got Primacy, which puts him up to 10.
What does Smash him do?
Smash him is have 2 enemy fighters out of action.
So 2 or enemy fighters, so he got that.
And have Primacy.
Yeah, have Primacy,
yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. He might score Underdog for 2 glory.
Yeah.
He's put Fights Frosty on Daco. He's put Savage Visage onto Wallop the Skull along with Savage Strength. He's getting rid of Branching Fate quite rightfully, and he's drawing back up.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
So Steve's gonna just, I assume, get rid of everything.
Has he got Underdog?
He hasn't yet. He has got it in his hand. He hasn't drawn it yet, so I guess he's going to be drawing for that.
So he'll probably get to it.
Yeah, he's only got 3 cards left, so he definitely will get to it.
Yeah,
He's put back Awesome Predator for some reason. Oh no, he's getting rid of it now. That's good. He's getting rid of Blooming Spores. He's getting rid of Spirit Comb, and he's getting rid of Great Strength now. He's kept Jewel of Wits, which makes sense. Now he's drawing. Yeah, he's got Underdog now, so he will score 2 at least. He's not going to score Demolished and kill someone with 5 damage, and he's not going to score Savage Exemplar.
Seems unlikely.
So Steve's going to score 2 at the end. How many more can John score? He's got Awesome Predator. He can score that one. Damage characteristic of 4. Because he's. Oh no, maybe he can't actually. Oh wow, they both rolled double crits. But Steve wins it with a double support. He's making John go first.
Uber status grid.
I'm assuming he's just moving Wallop up. Not doing anything else with him. Can John score anything else? He's got Surge of Aggression. Which he can't score, I don't think. He's got Bring It On. which he's probably not going to score. And he's got Awesome Predator, which he might not be able to score. Oh no, he could score that because that's you have primacy if he's got primacy shenanigans in here. But with all his other cards, he's got Glory Seeker, Savage Soldier, Great Stomp, Warpaint Ward, and Acidic Strike. I don't see him scoring anything. He's played the Great Stomp to push Wallop one forwards, or push them all one forwards, I guess. Oh, he's pushed Hedkrakka into a lethal hex.
Silent my end here.
Have I am
It's
still
interesting.
talking.
It's definitely something to do with in Discord because it's not like you're going green around the outside and I just can't hear you.
Yeah.
You're just
Completely dead in Discord.
Yeah.
Discord are dead. So John's up to 10. Steve's just, I think, drawing cards. He's played Hungry Advance. Ooh, no, can he do that? He's pushed the Stalag Squig with Hungry Advance. I don't think he can do that because you can't push the Stalag Squig. I don't think he can push the Stalag Squig, but as is always the way in these games, we must let the baby seal get eaten by the lion, regardless of why there's a lion eating a baby seal, but we do not intervene.
It's coming up on my end as hold objective 1.
What's that?
The top card on that disc on that.
What, Advanced Awesome Predator?
Yeah, it says hold objective 1.
On Steve's side, is that?
Yeah.
Very weird. Something's gone very, very peculiar.
My freakish internet connection tonight.
He's charging with Daco, having a go at the Stalag Squig. Doesn't one of the goons take primacy by stand on objective? Yes, that's a good point. Daco has stolen primacy by charging onto that objective. So we'll get him a glory for the primacy at the end of this. Don't rate his chances of injuring the Stalag Squig with his 2 hammers. Oh, don't think he meant to flip Daco over. 2 swords, 1 damage. I mean, maybe he'll do something. Yes, it is. Valentin's around. Battle of the Mobs. It is Battle of the Mobs. Mollog's mob versus the Mad Mob. Mobs v Mobs. You missed the first game, Val. It was an absolute car wreck for John. The Mad Mob got ripped to pieces, 18-3 in the end. But this time around, Mollog fell in round 1. And after that, it's just downhill for Steve. I'm not sure what's going on with them now. I think John is charging with Daco, I believe, against Stalag Squig. So there will be a 3-game finale, Val. I don't know what John and Steve are talking about, but there we go. John's rolled his dice, and he's missed completely. After all that cogitation, after all the humming and hawing, he got nothing.
You're breaking up. It's like chronic for me, Pete. I can't really hear you at all now. I think I'm thinking about bowing out.
We could always, I don't know if you want to hang around till after the 3rd game, or whether we might just call it there and I'll just commentate the last 2 games going. It's up to you. Really.
Funny enough, I can hear you now.
Sod's law.
Yeah. Maybe you just weren't speaking. Maybe you were, because you were kind of like a little bit staccato.
So he did score branch. Oh no, he did score branch effect. He scored surge of aggression. Because he gained the primacy token. So he's got 11 glory now, and he's got a primacy.
How did he score surge of aggression? Sorry, I missed that.
He gained the primacy.
How
when
did he
put because he ran Daco onto the objective and there was no one near him.
Objective. Yeah.
So he got that. Steve's playing Brutal Savagery to give him +1 dice, and he's going to then have a bite at Wallop with Stalag Squig. Go on, Stalag. Ooh, double hammer. It's going to be enough to put a little crimp in Wallop's style. Yes, 2 damage. He's re-rolling.
It. Still did damage.
Chompy chomp. I mean, it's not enough right now, but the 2 in the middle is the round number. Val, you should be. Steve's 0 is his score.
Reduce the damage by 1 to the minimum of 1.
Wow. Which he has done.
1 damage.
Yeah, Val, you can see where the Mollog's mob symbol is. Steve's score should be there. Should be, but sadly is not right now. I'm fairly certain that Steve couldn't push Stalag Squig forward with Hungry Advance because Stalag Squig can't be pushed. But I don't think it matters at this stage.
That cannot be pushed. So unless the card has something. I don't think he does.
No, it doesn't. Hedkrakka's running forwards. I think this is going to be nearly it. Valentin was saying he didn't want it to be true, but sadly it was. He's going to use Wallop's Zip Zap on the Stalag Squig. He's got 2 swirlies. This is only going to do 1 damage though, so even if he fails, it's not a dead Stalag Squig.
Oh. Great.
Crit defends that one. Get stuffed, says Stalag.
Pushing him again.
Can't be pushed. Stop pushing him. He's a stone.
Oh, right, somebody's looking.
I think John may have just realised that he can't be pushed.
Ah.
But it makes so little difference at this point, lads. Just play it on. Play it on. You could argue that at this point in the process, if he hadn't pushed him, he wouldn't have been able to get the wound onto Wallop, but he can't kill Wallop now anyway. He hasn't got the cards or the damage to be able to do that, so I think they decided it doesn't really matter by the looks of things. So John's up to he'll be up to 12 glory. What other cards does he have in his hand? He's got Awesome Predator, which I don't think he can do. I don't think he's got a 4 damage characteristic. Well, he has Primacy though. I always forget that, so he will score that one. He won't score Bring It On. That's part of a charge. Unless he charges with Spite Shroom, he won't score that one, and he won't score. He will score Bold Deeds because there are 2 enemies out of action. So he could get another 1, 2, 3, 4 glory in total. So,
right, respectable score.
Oh, but Spite Shroom has charged. It has done some damage, and that will now help him score Bring It On. So it didn't kill Wallop. Has he remembered Bring It On? And enemy fight made attack as part of a charge. Yeah, so he should score Bring It On if he remembers or not. It's hard to say. I think Steve could. Sorry.
Will he score Bring It On?
Yes, John's got Bring It On, which is score immediately after an activation if an enemy fighter made an attack as part of a charge, and the friendly fighter is not out of action. So he did forget to score that. Shouldn't he have just scored that? He should have, yes. He's just remembered. Sorry, now. Just realised. Oh, I've got to Bring It On. So that is he's up to 12 glory now. He's picked up another objective. Oh, he hasn't. Oh, yes, he has got one. A dominant display. Scoring end phase of each fighting friendly fighters in enemy territory, and you have primacy. He is going to score that too. He's going to come to a very similar score to Steve, which means the final round is going to be even closer. It's excited. If only my computer was working properly. Yes. It's a shame that it's decided to crap out, basically. I wonder if I could share my screen to you, whether you could see it in Discord instead of TTS. Whether that would make a difference. Maybe we could try that. There we go. Done. You can see if that helps you, Robin. And anybody watching at home, if they see anything going horribly wrong, or if it starts to go laggy, do let me know. So I think the Stalag Squig has charged. Oh, I think that's enough to kill Wallop, unless he gets crit. No. That's a dead Wallop. So he does get a glory from that. Ah, I don't... Yep. Okay, so that's a glory. Whoa, he's on the scoreboard. What did he get a glory for? He attacked with Stalag Squig and finally managed to kill Wallop. Excellent. Right, I'm going to close TTS down because I can sort of see that okay, and then maybe that'll help. So at the end phase, he scored Bold Deeds, which 2 more enemy fighters out, which is 2. Ding, ding. He's also got Primacy. He's also scored Dominant Display, which is another 2. And he has scored Awesome Predator for 1. Yeah. Wow, so that means he's actually scored 18. And Steve will have scored 3, which is the exact opposite score. Oh so my word. Heat. It is an absolute dead heat into the last round. Mr. Marley, you're siding out right at this point when we're going to see an absolute dead heat final. Oh my god. Oh my word. I can't believe that. Oh my willy word.
Wow.
That is crazy. That is mad. That is absolutely mad. That is beyond mad. That is mental. Well, there's a reason why these guys are both in the final, right? It turns out they're both quite good at Underworlds. Or really shit. I think I can safely say that I have scored higher than both of these people in at least one of their games.
I actually nearly beat John in my league game.
Ooh.
Really close. I think I was a bit lucky, but it was really close.
So we're on to the third round. Right, pay attention. Let's see what actually rolls this time. We can actually keep up with the game. So they're just sorting things out, and it'll be time for the roll off in a minute once they've shuffled. So here we go. Here's a roll off. Double support against just a single, and the single wins it.
Oh.
They have had to use different boards each game, obviously, because them's the rules. Valentin asks, do we know when we're going to start the next season? Well, we will be starting registration for it right after this. And which format will it be? It will be a solid Vanguard format for the next round, won't it?
I need to make sure I can get my tabletop simulator working properly, but
there will be no Essentials pack. It will be all Vanguard, all Direchasm. If you want to join in, you can jump on, join our Patreon for as low as just £2. And then you will be able to join straight away, jump in the Discord, get all the good stuff.
Yeah, it's an absolute bargain.
It is. Can't beat it.
See how brilliant people paint in the Discord, like Valentin.
Yep. There is fantastic painting. There's some tricksy strategies going on. I think John has longboarded Stee again.
Oh, no, Stee longboarded John, wasn't it?
Was it? Might have been.
I know that. Oh yeah.
No, so John
won that, right?
Yeah, so I think John let Stee have the first board, and then John has longboarded Stee. No, it's game 3, VJ. Unfortunately, in the first round it was 18-3, and in the next round it was 18-3 to the other player. So
the other way. Well, obviously, otherwise we wouldn't be having a game 3.
Exactly. Banton says usually Mollog is the longboarder. Well, in the last game it was Mollog that set up the longboarder. It turned out to be his undoing because he was all on his own and he was surrounded by a load of angry orcs. He didn't have any of his healing cards at all to keep him alive.
No, interesting. Yeah, that was not having any healing is not what you want when you're a Mollog player, is it?
Did one of us say pure Vanguard, all Direchasm, all Beastgrave? No, I don't think we meant... We definitely didn't mean that, even if we did say it. But all Direchasm only. Just Direchasm. No Essential. Sometimes
pure DC Vanguard.
Unadulterated DC all the way.
Yeah.
So, see you, VJ. Thanks for checking back in.
Hey, VJ.
He's like, nope, they're still playing this shit game. I'm going. Next week, VJ, I don't know if you're still there, we're going to be talking about Kill Team and why we're excited and what we hope about it. So lethals, Steve's placing a lethal there. I'm not sure it matters very much for him, but that one probably matters a lot more for John. So yes, we'll start season 4 very, very, very soon. probably kick off the new channel tomorrow for entries. So anybody who wants to join, you'll have till probably the end of the weekend to actually sign up and join our Patreon if you haven't yet and you want to join in for Pure Vanguard. After Pure Vanguard, it will go back to Championship, I think, before we end up with a new season out. So I don't know if you can remember the card that one of the players has, Robin. John's got Great Gains, Bold Deeds, Here We Go. Those aren't good cards to have. Here We Go he can score, but that's it. Savage Visage, Swarming Advance, Jewel of Wits, Acidic Strike and Primal Brutality. And then the other side, he's got Savage Exemplar, not a bad one for Mollog. Demolished, not bad for Mollog. No Remorse, not bad for Mollog. Ferocious Resistance, oh dear. Hungry Advance, Great Fortitude, Predatory Growl, and Savage Speed. I think that maybe the cards are a bit more on Steve's side this time. Mark says he's got to be missing the next one. He's deployed for the next 3 months. He really enjoyed the season. Sorry to hear that, Mark, but hopefully you'll be along for the next round after that. John wins the roll. Are you still there, Robin?
I am, sorry, I'm just
That's okay.
bemoaning my technology.
So
Quietly bemoaning.
the Orcs are up the other end this time. I completely missed that. So we're going to be seeing a Mollog coming head on for us. No, I know you don't, Morph. I know you don't think it's a shit game. It's just not really your thing anymore. I appreciate that. I was just being stupid. To be honest, Morph, I think when we set this channel up, if people had said, "Oh, you're going to do live shows where you just watch people play," I'd have gone bollocks. I'm not really interested in that shit. But yeah, it seems that sometimes we do that now.
Yeah.
So that explains why this lethal is here, to stop Mollog just sprinting down the middle of the board. He's got to go round it now. Got a lot of orcs hanging at the back of the board this time. This is what it looks like when you come up against a troll. You've got a cave troll. Here's the roll off. Ooh, I think that's a Steve win because he started setting up first. Oh, you got a single and a double as well, so that's even more of a Steve win. Blitzbowl chat, yes, once we get season 2 we're definitely going to have a Blitzbowl chat as well. Matt's just replied to you, Robin, about the Doctor Strange.
I know, I was just flying back. I'm quite excited about my Overcross, I suppose, for the reason. At the moment, I'm painting Captain America. I'm quite enjoying it.
John got rid of all his opening objectives. He's now got Awesome Predator, Smash 'em, and Surge of Aggression. He's just played Primal Brutality to gain the Primacy token, and he has once again Inspired Tooth Dagger. That's a great little combo there right at the start. And then he's also scored Surge of Aggression off the back of it.
Surge of Aggression.
Play one card, get Primacy, get a Glory, and inspire someone. I think these Orcs are a bit overpowered.
Even better if you can somehow get Rested Dominance in there as well.
Well, I think he did. Does he have Swelling Pride in hand? No, he doesn't. He's picked up Branching Fate again. I think that's been his Bane card. I don't think he's ever been able to score that one. Because all his fights are either 2 dice, or he suddenly inspires Tooth Dagger and he's rolling 4 dice. So his chances of scoring it are very close to nil.
Go down a lot.
Yeah. I'm guessing he's mostly now waiting for Steve to commit Mollog. But Mollog does have a ferocious resistance this time, so he has got a bit more chance to hang around. Steve drew a card on his go, and he drew the Silent Ring.
So he drew a card, did he?
Yeah, Silent Ring.
Right. I feel like this game might come down to how many lightnings Steve rolls on.
It could be. Now John's picked up Great Strength. Matt's going to inauguralise play double-header event at the end of this month. They're co-op matches against the Scenarios. First one stopping Magneto getting nukes. I like that idea of doing something like that.
That sounds really good. Well, I do want to play. It's on the list.
So what is John doing for his third round? So second round, I think Steve drew another card. He's got Heated Instinct. Is Steve just going to sit there drawing cards? John has moved Tooth Dagger. Mollog only moves 3. So he can't even get within striking range of someone yet. So we're on to, I think, Steve's 3rd round now. Is he going to draw another card? He is drawing another card. Foul Temper. They didn't on that one, I don't think.
I guess he's got all day.
He's got a Heathen Instinct, which is to push somebody. He's got Predatory Growl, which is to push an enemy fighter. And he's also got Hungry Advance to push Mollog. So he could get Mollog up in someone's face pretty quick. John's 4th go. He's trying to work out what he's going to do now. I think we're going to see a very cagey round this round.
It's going to really come down.
John's drawn a card.
Wow, really going to all come down to two not activations, but
2 rounds.
Yeah, 2 rounds. Move Hedkrakka into Lethal Hex.
Yep, using Predatory Growl, and John's played Jewel of Wits to pick up. Jewel of Wits to pick up Lucky Bone and Claim to Domination. He's put the Lucky Bone onto Hedkrakka.
Lucky Bone. Who thought of that card?
Could be worse, but not a lot. Well, I'm not sure if he's going to score any cards at the end of this round. He's not going to score Smash 'em. He's not going to score some Predator. Oh, he'll score some Predator for 1, because he's got Primacy. But I don't see Steve scoring anything, because he's got Savage Exemplar, Demolished, and No Remorse. He's not going to score any of them. He is charging with Mollogs now, though, because he can one-shot Hedkrakka at this point. Oh, not with that roll, he's not. Oh my. A single and a double assist, and Steve's sitting there going, stupid dice. Stupid bloody dice. I'm not sure what Steve's doing, but all I can see is his pointer shaking around all over the board as if he's pointing at the dice going, look, you stupid bastard, that's not what you're meant to be doing.
The second scenario Matt's playing is going to be stopping Carnage collecting symbiotes.
Quite like that.
Don't know much about Carnage, actually.
He's a big sort of evil black Spider-Man thing, isn't he? Where he's kind of like Spider-Man crossed with Hulk, crossed with a tar pit thing.
Right.
Is that Carnage? I don't actually know now. No, I don't think that is Carnage. I'm thinking of Venom, sorry.
I'm going to say Venom is...
Or is Carnage like a red version? He looks like a red version of Venom.
Okay.
So John has scored Awesome Predator.
Awesome Predator.
He's got and 1 for the Primacy as well, so he's got 3 now. He's put great strength onto Tooth Dagger, so he could be going up to 4 damage with a crit. Sorry?
So he's put some great strength out. That's,
yeah, sorry, Venom is the black symbiote. My bad.
Venom is the black symbiote. Ah.
And Carnage is the other. So he's getting rid of Feign Weakness. He's getting rid of Swarming Advance. Getting rid of Claim to Domination, which is having more people in the enemy's territory.
Yeah, he's not using that anytime soon.
Getting rid of Smash 'em.
Right.
See, I think I would have kept Smash 'em now. Oh no, Smash 'em's the 3 people dead. I thought it was everyone has a charge. He's got Dominant Display.
Oh.
He's not going to score that.
He doesn't want that now.
Primal Display. Have Primacy and take the target out of action. That's not going to happen. He's kept branching Fates for some reason. And he's drawn mostly a hand of upgrades apart from Acidic Strike, which is quite a nice one to have against Mollog.
A well-placed Acidic Strike could be very handy.
Yeah, although Matt's not got any glory to play anything on Mollog right now.
Steve.
He's kept Savage... Sorry, yes, Steve. He's kept Savage Exemplar. He's kept Ferocious Resistance. He's kept Great Fortitude, and he's kept Foul Temper at the moment. Oh no,
Looking at the board position, keeping Savage Exemplar makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, he's got rid of Great Fortitude though. I guess he needs to try and draw more cards. He's picked up Aggressive Display and Surge of Aggression. So he's got Savage Exemplar, could be doable now. Aggressive display, possibly. Surge of aggression, very likely.
Yeah, that's possible.
Especially with Hedkrakka right there, because if he can get first turn, he can swap him and get primacy straight away and score that. I'm afraid I can't put Steve's score to 0 right now, because I don't have an image for 0. No, it doesn't show a 0 on the screen.
I see on your screen. I see.
Unfortunately, no number means 0 right now. But I haven't got a 0. I'll work on getting a 0 added for next time, Val. Sorry, I never envisaged the need to have a 0 there. It's not as sad as having no number at all. So Steve did win that roll off. I assume he's going first to have a swack at Hedkrakka. It would make sense. So he just needs something.
Significant dice.
Yes, he needs a couple of hammers here. I need the 0 for Val. No, Val, don't worry. I've seen how you play, mate. Countless times Robin, well, twice. Robin and I came into one of your games halfway through and you were on 7 glory and we were like, oh, it's not a high scoring game. And then you scored like another 10 in the next round.
Yeah. Next activation.
Next activation, yeah. So I missed what happened there. I think Steve went first, but I didn't see what he did. But now we're on to John's go. Unless he attacked and missed. I didn't see that. Did anybody see that at home? I missed that whilst I was talking shy.
I didn't see what happened, but then I'm watching your screen. That's where everybody at home is too.
So it looks like Steve's about to roll some dice.
Has he actually rolled yet? I don't think he's rolled yet. I think he's
no, he hasn't. Here we go.
Oh.
He's got a hammer, but Hedkrakka's got 2 dice. Oh! That's going to be very telling.
That again is significant.
I can almost hear the words from Steve's screen.
Yeah.
As he curses, and I'm not sure why, but John's cards are sort of sliding away. I'm not sure what's going on there. What's going on with John's cards?
It's nothing to do with me.
Something very, very, very strange has gone on. Not sure what happened there at all. But Steve missed, unfortunately. That was his second activation, so he must have done something different for his first. I completely missed what he did in his first round. Anybody watching who saw that, do shout. I missed it.
Moving Hedkrakka away.
He's charging with Hedkrakka. Charging away with Hedkrakka. I completely missed what happened the first round with him. 2 lightnings again, that's another miss.
Lightnings. I wonder why he moved to there.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess just a little bit further away from Mollog, so he has to charge.
Can't just hit him.
Sorry?
He can't just hit him, I suppose.
Yeah, because if he does just stay there, Mollog's just going to whack him back. So now he's going to charge with Mollog around the objective for reasons unknown, but there we go. He does just get the 1 charge. He is hoping, I think, to nail Hedkrakka with this one. Really hoping he can nail Hedkrakka with this one.
You're breaking up really bad, Pete. I don't know whether you're speaking or not.
There's a hammer.
Oh.
Now the table seems to be moving. Oh, he's crit defended it. I'm going to quickly save this. Only because I don't like things that are happening. The board seems to be moving, or something seems to be making the table move, and I'm worried that we're just going to suddenly lose the game midway through, so I'm just going to keep saving it every now and then just in case. So he's charging with Tooth Dagger now. That feels to me like a dangerous move, because if he wounds him, then Mollog's going to be able to get another charge. Oh, that rolled off of a crit as well. That rolled off a crit, so he just got 1 sword there. It's going to do 3 damage if he doesn't save it. He doesn't save it. So that puts Mollog up to 3 wounds and inspires him. That feels like a bit of a a rushed decision there to me. I would have possibly left that attack for my fourth and final go. I mean, unbeknownst to John, Steve does have Furious Resistance in hand, so this could be where Mollog starts to cause a lot of pain.
Is he playing it, or was that just you looking at it?
I know, I just know he's got it, so I assume he's just going to wait until the next round to play it. Sorry, it's just me, yeah. And now he is charging Mollog, probably to go after Wallop the Skull. Right, because Wallop, I think, is a much easier person to kill. Valentin asked, oh, it's a double hammer, so if John crit defends this one as well. Oh, oh, good lord. Oh my.
He was talking about how he fixed the dice.
He was.
Earlier. In answer to your question, Valentin, Steve's still playing with the Underworlds and Mollog. We decided to keep it the same for this game. So it's exactly the same rule. So yes, it was before the Underworlds and Mollog, and all the other cards are still available too. Like Ferocious Resistance is still available.
Yeah, because we figured we didn't want to change things around this close to the end, as both players had got to the final on these cards in this play style. It was unfair, especially as Mollog was in the final, to quickly yank that carpet out from under him right at the end. It did seem to stop rolling in midair there, Mr. Lennywinks, didn't it? Yes, yes. Methinks John has hacked the dice. I think I'm going to have to put that on his mug.
After the great feral symbiote scandal of March 2021, he's got his own hacks now.
He has, yeah. And then he's going to charge back with Wallop, hoping to do a couple of damage on him.
5 crits. We only rolled 3 dice.
Got 2 hammers, 2 damage. Well, 3 damage now. That would put Mollog up to 6 wounds. Oh, but there's a lethal there. Oh, he missed everything. 2 singles.
Big misses.
It's good to see that the dice are bending John over as much as they're bending over Steve, I think. And Steve is now going to play Ferocious Resistance. I mean,
here it comes.
It's only 3 dice, so he can only heal 2 or 3 wounds. Oh, 1. It's not been as it's not been as useful for Mollog, but that's preferable to the alternative, which was Wallop's attack going through, because that would have just killed him. Yeah, Mark's just said that was risky not using that heal. It really was. I don't think he'd realised that Wallop was doing 3 damage and he was that close to the lethal, perhaps. Because if that attack had come off, it would have been a dead Mollog again. It would have been game over. He's getting rid of aggressive display. He's getting rid of great strength. I mean, it's hard to keep upgrades when you don't have any glory. He's keeping at the minute Scavenged Armour, Jewel of Wits, Foul Temper, Surge of Aggression, Savage Exemplar. Oh, he's picked up Demolish the Opposition as well now, which is no enemy fighters in enemy territory, or no more than 1 surviving enemy fighter. He's got his work cut out for him. He's got his work cut out for him there. I don't think John scored anything either, though. He didn't score Dominant Display, and he's got rid of that. He's keeping Primal Display and, for some reason, Branching Fate. Nope. Yep. I don't know why he's keeping Branching Fate. I would have got rid of that one, considering you've only either got 2 or 4 dice to roll. He's keeping Spirit of Gorkamorka at the minute and Acidic Strike. He's got Bring It On. He's also picked up Killer Instinct, Acidic Strike, Inspired Attack, Warpaint Ward. Oh, okay.
Killer Instinct's good card.
It's 3-0 right now.
3-0. They're going into the last turn. Was that one by a double support?
Yep, John wins by double support, and he is going first. I guess he's just going to try and get that Wallop to Skull attack again to get him into that lethal. We've got 2 hammers. Oh, sod all. I'm going to quickly save this again because I really don't want to lose this game now at this point. But I'm very worried about why the board is moving for very weird reasons unknown.
Technology's on the fritz tonight.
It does seem to be a little.
You're
Okay.
just breaking up all the time now. I can barely hear you. And the board's sloping off.
Steve's played Brutal Savagery.
Oh.
+1 dice. Could be a dead wallop in a moment.
Dead wallop.
Although he has got Warpaint Ward,
Oh yeah.
which could possibly save him and stuff up Steve.
Has he hit yet? He hasn't hit yet this game, this turn,
Oh
has
jeez, he's not hit again either. If I was Steve right now, I would be turning the air blue.
Yeah. What's he playing?
Nothing, I don't think.
Was that Brutal Savagery?
No.
Oh.
No, he played Brutal Savagery, which gave him 3 dice.
Still missed.
And he still missed.
Inspired Attack.
John's playing the Inspired Attack card.
Did he play it, or was he just looking at it?
No, he's played it. He's played it.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Because he's got Tooth Dagger Inspired here, so
Yeah.
I mean he's going to get an assist as well because he can charge to here behind Mollog. Tooth Dagger's rolling 4 dice normally, so with that he's going to be rolling 5 dice, doing 3, possibly 4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he's used Commanding Stride to run Mollog away. And he can't get to him now with Tooth Dagger.
You're not got any. Have you got any push cards or not?
Don't think he's got any push tech. No, he's got no push tech. Oh, that was perfectly placed card there by Steve.
Yeah. Whoa, what's he going to do now?
So it's hard. I would guess he's just going to have to charge with Wallop, yeah, but he's not going to get his inspired attack off. It's just, it's a very uninspired attack now.
An uninspired attack.
Oh, that was a very uninspired attack indeed. No, nothing at all. Neither party can hit the other one.
It's terrible dice roll. This third game.
This third game, the dice have really stymied both sides. So what has John got? He's got Bring It On, which he might score. Branching Fate, which he won't score, and Prowl Display, which I don't think he will score. I think Mollog's going to have another swing at Wallop now. Although personally I think I'd go for Deco, because Deco hasn't charged. And he's charging 1 to there. And I'm assuming having a go at Deco to remove the assist. Double hammer this time. Oh, just the 1 dodge, that's not enough. Is he going to war paint it? He is going to war paint it. Yeah. So, a roll of a crit, the combat sequence ends. On a roll of a swirly, instead it's reduced to 1. Neither. He got neither of the results he wanted, so and it was Wallop that he was having a go at. So Wallop's out there. He gets a glory for Savage Exemplar and he gets a glory for killing him. Oh, and he gets a glory for Surge of Aggression. It's 3-all, but Mollog has charged once now.
Mollog's in his prime.
He is in a good position now. That could be what he needs. He's putting Scavenged Armour onto Mollog.
Yeah, Acidic Strike might be coming out.
Yeah, Haughty Resistance has also gone in. I'm not sure what's gone on with this board and why things are sliding all over the place. It's a little worrying. I just noticed that the actual board is the tabletop. If you see there, it seems like it's sort of fallen down below it. I don't know if someone's accidentally unlocked the tabletop and now it's all sort of hanging in midair there. It's a little worrying. That's why I've saved the game. So he's charging with Deco. I'm assuming he's charging with Deco. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense to do anything otherwise, and that's going to force Mollog to charge again. This is probably, Val says, this is possibly the last game in history in which Mollog can charge twice. We are making history here. Oh dear, he missed horribly with that attack. And did nothing.
Yeah, the veneer, yes, or whatever.
Either which way, it's probably a good thing, I think. Seemed to be just a rewind. Did I rewind it? I didn't think I did rewind it.
Yeah, rewinding does mess it up.
I didn't think I'd
okay.
rewind it. I'm just going to keep saving. Just going to keep overwriting and saving every now and then so we don't risk losing anything. So wind up has been played. Oh dear, oh dear. Someone did after match 2, Wolfman Gaz says. Okay, maybe that was it that ballsed up a bit. Possibly. Although they placed their boards before the central bit fell down, so I don't know.
Right.
Who knows? So Mollog is charging. He's not going to score Demolish the Opposition. He's got Awesome Predator, which he might score an Intimidating Display. What have we got? We've got
Demolish the Opposition, Pete.
That's the one. He's got 1 hammer. That's where you have to have 3 no enemy fighters in their territory or only 1 enemy fighter.
Oh,
he's used the re-roll and he's got 2 hammers. So Daco needs a crit. No. Daco is deado. Wacko Daco.
It's looking like Mollog's game at the moment.
But it's going to be close because he's only got 4 glory.
He's got primacy, though.
Yeah, primacy. That puts up to 5, but I don't think he's going to score most of the rest of his cut. He'll score Awesome Predator and Intimidating Display, I guess, which is 2 glory. So 3 glory more. So he's looking at about 7 glory now. So John's got to score 4. What's he got? Branching Fate, I think he should have got rid of. I think it was a mistake to keep. Bring It On, he won't score. And Primal Display, I don't think he'll score. Oh, he's going after the squigs. Oh, maybe he will score some stuff. I missed that.
Done that earlier. I wonder whether he should have done that earlier when he used Inspired Attack.
That's true, yeah. Just made the most of it. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Only 1 success again.
1 success.
I don't think that's going to be a dead bat squig.
Seems unlikely.
There's one save.
No.
That's painful. I think that Mollog will have won this, like 7 plays 3. So it really did matter that they played that second match through to completion.
Yeah.
No, it didn't at all, really. Actually, now I'm talking about it. I don't know what I'm talking about at all. So he scored Intimidating Display and Awesome Predator for 2. And 1 for the Primacy. That's 7. I don't think John scored a thing. Not a sausage. If he'd have killed Batsquig, he would have got Primacy. That would have swung it 1. He'd have got Primal Display, maybe, for another 1. I think that's what he's saying now. So I don't think he could have won it then either. He would have gone up to 5. And he would have dropped down to 6. So I think either way. There we go.
For me.
It's been a little bit of a frustrating one for everybody. But that was a close game. I'm just seeing if John and Steve are around.
How do you guys handle Primal Display? I can't remember what Primal Display does.
Who asked that one? Primal Display, do you need the primacy before the attack, or is it enough to gain it with the attack? I don't know. Let's have a look up Primal Display, shall we? Let's load up.
I'll do that.
Let's look up Underworlds DB, shall we? Let's see. Right, so Primal Display, and I need to load all the cards. Let's load all the cards, all the warbands, all the time.
Last time we see Mollog like that, yeah. He's gone.
So Primal Display, Surge Duel, score this immediately after a friendly fighter's attack action if that attack action took the target out of action and you have primacy token. It's a tricky one, isn't it? If you gain the primacy from the kill.
Look it up myself.
I think that possibly no.
It's worth me after, friend. Yeah, I feel like it ought to be that you already have it. But I don't know whether that's actually how it's interpreted. Score this immediately after a friendly fighter's attack action, if that attack action took the fighter out of action, and you have the primacy token.
I think that you don't get it unless
So it should
unless
be
you already have it.
before the attack action started or something like that, shouldn't it?
Yes. Yeah, this all comes down to the issue of the fact that they haven't specified when the primacy token kicks in.
Yeah.
But I do think, and I agree with Mr. Lenny Winks, that you didn't have the token at the time, so you don't score it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and Gladiator hasn't specified when it happens, but yes, that is frustrating.
It is annoying because GW have added this new primacy thing, but they've not specified where it comes in the sequence at all.
Yeah, that Carpo is pretty flaky. Yes, VJ is definitely flaky.
Yeah, I think you played it right, Val, but I can definitely see that it's a very flaky one. So let's see.
So it's not intended to be played. I think it's intended to be played that you have to have it in privacy before you can score it. But I think that you can interpret the card the other way.
Yeah, I could see the argument either way. So Robin, if you want to drop off this chat, I'm going to do the same. We can jump in the chat with Steve and John.
Okay.
We can have a quick
I'll see
chat
what happens.
about the game.
See whether I'm any better in there.
Yeah, let's give it a try.
Oh.
Here we go. John and Steve, hello.
Hello.
Hello, gentlemen. I mean, that was a fantastic game to watch. I don't know how good it was for you guys playing.
Well, my heart's pounding out my chest still. So.
It could have gone either way. I think the first two games were pretty. We decided that last game could have gone either way the entire way through.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We were watching it and we were sort of wondering whether, John, you should have charged with Tooth Dagger when Mollog got moved out of your range by that sneaky move from Steve. Whether you should have charged with Tooth Dagger when you had the extra dice at the time from Inspired Attack and just
Yeah, you're breaking up. Sorry.
It's not just me.
Damn it!
Oh,
Must be
he's
my
been
connection
breaking up for
tonight.
me all evening, and I haven't been able to hear him. And I thought it was
I'm
my
getting
computer.
every third or fourth syllable.
Yeah. I think what he was saying was we had when you played Inspired Attack and Steve moved Mollog out of range, we wondered whether you should have charged the bat squig at that point. I mean, I think it might have been a moot point anyway, but you might have picked up a couple of extra bits of glory.
Yeah, I didn't want to get the primacy that early, knowing that there was very little chance of killing Mollog once he'd moved him then.
Yeah, true.
Because all he had to do was kill one of my fighters and take it back, and I kind of needed it at the end.
Yeah.
But I was also still hoping to get the successful attack with Wallop, and then push Mollog into range to be able to charge him with Tooth Dagger.
Right. There were very
What's the
very
plan?
few successful attacks in that last game.
Yeah, Wallop decided he was going to start attacking people with pillows instead of a massive axe.
I mean, when I went after your real fighters, it was just crit after crit defense. So I thought, right, sod this, I'm going after someone a little bit easier to kill. I don't think you used that much now.
I don't know if my audio's any better. You guys still seem to be struggling to hear me by the looks of it.
Yeah, you're okay.
Sounds
Yeah.
better.
No,
Yeah,
I had that.
Yeah.
Okay, very strange. But I was going to say, after that first game, Robin and I were worried that we were just going to see an absolute pasting in the second round and
So
watch
was I.
Mollog romp home 2-0.
Yeah.
I fully expected that.
He lulled me in the second game. I was like, oh, look, he just like lulled me into a false sense of security. I thought, oh, I can get some easy kills, and then just surrounded, and I'm surprised how quickly he went down.
Yeah. That was...
Potential on the Orcs actually, especially Tooth Dagger with the rolling that many dice, getting crits, and you've got leveler. So it seems like they've got the potential to get a good sort of damage output.
Tooth Dagger is brutal, I think. He's very scary when playing against them.
Yeah, I mean, the only problem playing against Mollog is my guys need accuracy, and the only way I really get that is through scoring glory. But I don't score glory against Mollog until he's dead, and then I kind of don't need the accuracy. So it's a kind of a catch-22 against Mollog in this format. I don't think Mollog's anywhere near as scary without ferocious resistance or the double charge. But obviously, we're using the pre-nerf rules, and that's just hard, really hard.
Yeah, because as soon as you take the damage off of him, he's kind of like re-energized and can charge again.
Yeah.
That's he certainly in the first game used that against you.
Yeah, I've got to try and take him down in 2 hits, which doesn't work when you can't hit.
No.
Yeah, and I think I struggled in the last game there with just accuracy. Just couldn't hit for toffee.
We were wondering, John, if you should have, because you had branching fates, and you clung onto it in both games quite a bit, and we wondered whether you should have dumped that earlier on. Do you feel like you had a chance of scoring that?
I mean, with Tooth Dagger, you got a chance, especially if you can get a reroll with the 4 dice, and then if you do roll a double, just try and reroll that one. And if Hedkrakka's inspired, he's rolled in 3 on his normal attack as well. So there is a few chances to get it. I've just got this weird thing, and it's probably a negative on my part. I don't like throwing away score immediately if there's even the chance of scoring it, because you could draw into something that's impossible.
I know.
So I probably did hold on to it for too long.
One of the reasons I don't often take branching fate, actually, because you're left with that. But I might score it if I keep it. And then the opportunity doesn't come, or you've got no control over it at all. And I hate that.
Throughout the tournament, I've scored it fairly regularly.
Right.
I don't know of any surges I'd want to put in this format. I mean, I'm probably going to take these guys again next season, and it doesn't make it into that deck because there is a much better card that just goes in place of it. From one of the last 2 expansions that came out, so it wouldn't be there next season.
To prove.
Yeah.
I think that fits in better than all other 12 objectives, I think, into most decks.
Yeah, I mean, not quite as much for me, but certainly against someone like a Mollog, it does.
Yeah.
Who's just one hit my fighters when he gets either inspired or a card on him.
So I guess one of the most burning questions here is, Steve, how dirty do you feel having won with Mollog?
Are you going to have to go and have a long shower now?
I mean, it had to be done once. It's his final hurrah before he goes for his vasectomy tomorrow.
Exactly. Yeah, somebody said in the chat it's the last game in history where Mollog will play with the double charge rule.
Yeah, he's officially. I'd actually named this deck with my Mollog pre-castration deck. So it's,
I do wonder if now they've removed a lot of the Voltron cards, things like Ferocious Resistance and all that kind of stuff, whether Mollog needed the double charge nerf as well. I'm not 100% sure.
He did seem to get hit.
I think he did.
He did seem to get hit very, very hard with the latest FAQ and the restricted cards. It seems like there's a lot that is hitting the Voltron fighter sort of play style. So, to be honest, I think with the lack of accuracy that he's got, I think the double charge isn't as oppressive as it seems when you get rid of the heal cards. Because you saw there, most of the time you're putting him in compromising positions that he could have easily died, especially without any heals back at him. I think it was the ferocious resistance that kept him alive the first game, definitely, and then.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder whether a little bit is that they do actually want to nerf Mollog because he is, for new players who can't get hold of him very easily anymore. It must, if he's the best, the best, and you only came in season 4 or season 5 and you can't buy him, and he's still strong, really, really strong. It's not a very nice feeling. Yeah. So I wonder if it's deliberate.
It makes me feel at some point whether they will eventually rotate out old seasons potentially. If if we can't buy anyone, it does create the sort of negative play experience of, oh well, I can't play with him, so neither should you, sort of thing.
Yeah, I've talked about this before. I feel like the time is here for that. I think they could rotate out seasons 1 and 2, and there'll be people who moan, but I think the game would generally be more consistent if they did that.
Yeah, and it would be easier to be easier to keep the card pool, be able to, without having to worry about as many warbands to sort of think about. Yeah. You'd be able to tailor it more to the current meta rather than having to go 5 or 6 metas ago, just in case he becomes relevant again.
Yeah, definitely.
I definitely think that season 1, 2 warbands, I don't think they're going to go anywhere. I don't think GW will do anything with them because I think it's just more effort for them to do something than to leave it as is and just, for the most part, pretend they don't exist from their point of view. And any players that do have it, I think they'll just gradually become more and more out of date or just not as optimal with things like Hunter and Quarry and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, most of the warbands are
I don't think they will do anything, but I think they should.
Yeah, that's just the GW way.
I mean, it's still easier to get hold of Mollog than it is to get a copy of the Crimson Court, at least.
Very true. So will you both be in season 4?
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
John,
I've been runner-up twice now. I need to go for the win.
I was going to say, John, you are twice the bridesmaid so far, and not the bride. First time round, you were ripped off by some cheating scumbag. this one you were stuck up. Yeah, that's true. And this one you were stuck up against Mollog of all things. So yeah, still not an easy game.
Unfortunately, the bridesmaid thing does seem to be a thing because locally, I sort of started playing at the end of season 1. And it wasn't until lockdown that I actually won my first glass. And we do quite a lot of tournaments and leagues in our local gaming group. Right. And 3 out of the 4 semi-finalists were from my local gaming group. So there was me, Mark, and Nigel all made it to the semi-finals of this. But I think it was 7 out of 8 tournaments that I went to, I came second.
Oh
wow.
It was getting to the point where if I didn't win one scene, I was going to get really upset. And this now seems to be following the same kind of suit because last season I was knocked out in semis. And obviously, season 1 I was runner-up. Season 3 I've been runner-up.
You are going to be gunning for it. That is true. I mean, there's worse things to be than consistently second place at the ends of a lot of tournaments, I guess. But I can appreciate that is going to be frustrating as hell in that kind of situation.
Yeah, and I thought I was going to have him in the 3rd game when I was 3-0 up, and
I thought when I forgot to play Ferocious Resistance, I thought you'd got me then.
Yes, that was. Yeah, we wondered if you deliberately left it.
Yeah, let's go with that one. Was all in my cunning plan. Yeah, that was no.
Yeah, we were watching that, and after it happened, we were like, "Oh, John could actually kill Mollog here," and I don't think that's going to go down very well. And then he obviously, everyone at that point was using pillows to hit each other, so it didn't come off. And then you managed to use Ferocious Resistance. You only got 1 wound back off of it, I think, so it wasn't that good, but it was enough at that stage.
I think it was the Command and Stride that was better than the Ferocious Resistance, to be fair.
It was so annoying.
As soon as I played that, it just went, "Oh, you git."
Yeah, could see you lining that massive strike up, and then suddenly Mollog just skips away. Ta-la.
The refreshing use of that card. I thought it's quite normally that card is to get right up in your opponent's face.
That was brilliant play. That probably won him the game. But I wonder if in that 3rd game, having got that 3-0 lead, I thought I should have just run away from him and just not engaged. Just run all my fighters to the back corner, made him move, and not get an attack in until right at the end.
Because,
and then just not let him inspire and then just run back up the board again.
It always feels wrong doing that, though, doesn't it? I've played a couple of games where I've done that, and it just feels wrong.
Well, we were
when he did
talking.
come in at the end of the first round, I was like, I've got to attack because I'm an orc. I've got to do it. But actually, I probably should have just run away, and not let you inspire, because then you don't get your double charge. You don't kill two of my fighters in the last round.
Yeah, because we were saying that it's easier for you to score glory passively than it is me. Mine's just on. I can't get any kills. I don't score anything like what happened in the second round. And then the third game, I just didn't score anything until I got that first kill. Whereas with you seem to have a little bit more of just being able to.
Yeah, which way in the third game, first round, every time you drew a card, I was fist bumping. I was like, yes, he's not coming at me. He's not attacking, which means he's not going to score anything.
Yeah.
So
I
was quite happy when you were just sat there drawing cards.
I can't remember if it happened in every game, John, but I think at least 2 of the games you had like the ploy at the start where you played the ploy, you picked up the primacy token, you inspired a fighter, and then you scored the glory for having the primacy tokens. Like it's just easy, just cranking out glory for nothing.
Yeah, you're getting glory and inspiration.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
I mean, I said to Steve after game 1, that's the first time this entire tournament that I've not scored double figures.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
do you think
obviously it happened in game 3 as well. But
do you think that's because you hadn't had much experience coming up against like Mollog?
I think it's just Mollog's do or die. There's no way of getting past him without dying to go and kill the other guys. Whereas obviously the orcs are built around grabbing the primacy, scoring the primacy, being in the other opponent's half. And that's not really doable against Mollog. It's a case of kill him or lose.
That always seems to be the way with Mollog games, doesn't it?
Yeah, which is, obviously no offence to Steve, but it is quite boring to play against Mollog when your entire game plan for most warbands doesn't work. Which is why I think he did need the double charge to be removed, because then it does free you up to do other things once he's had that charge, because obviously in that game he would charge, and then even if I attack him, you say he's reanimated, he gets to do another charge off the back of me causing him damage.
Yeah.
So it's trying to line it up to do 2 big hits one after the other like I did in game 2. Obviously what I didn't want to do was change my deck to be an anti-Mollog deck. I've kept it the same as it was going through.
Yeah.
There were a couple of tweaks along the way, just as I found a card that just didn't suit my playstyle at all throughout the tournament. But I think Steve and I have had a bit of banter along the week about tweaking decks to each other. I don't think either of us have.
No. To be honest, in this Vanguard format, there's actually not a lot to choose from. Especially with having a season 2 warband with not a great deal of faction specifics. It's tough.
Yeah, I think what we'll probably do for season 4 will be to instigate some kind of fixation on the deck. Although we will probably allow people the option to change a few cards in between games in case, like you say, John, you realise you've got some cards that just don't work. And I had a similar issue back with my Wormspat deck in season 1 where I tried to go with a sort of a focused objective holding deck for the first game, or the first couple of games, possibly got pounded and realised this isn't going to work, I need to change it up. Not because I knew who I was coming against next necessarily, you just sometimes know you've taken cards and you realise these are no good.
Yeah.
But obviously ferocious resistance on a range 2 with Wormspat's fine anyway.
Don't know what you mean. Don't know what you mean.
I'm not bitter.
That's what when Pete said changing it up. Yeah, outrageously.
Yeah. Potato, tomato.
But season 4 you're doing pure Vanguard, aren't you?
Season 4, yeah. Pure Vanguard all the way.
No essentials, just Direchasm warbands.
No essentials.
No essentials.
Ooh, okay.
It's going to be interesting. And anybody out there still watching who is interested in joining the next one, maybe facing off against one of these 2 incredibly talented players, you can join the Patreon and you will be able to join in, and we will be opening registration for that probably tomorrow.
Woohoo!
Cool.
Excellent. I'm going to put my name down straight away because it's brilliant.
Excellent.
And there's plenty of new stuff to choose from now. We've got Fish Elves and
the Skelly Boys.
The Skelly Boys, yeah.
See you, Valentine.
Who do you think you're all going to use?
I definitely think we're going to see a lot of the Starblood Stalkers, a lot of Skellies, and a lot of Fish Elves. I think they're going to be the 3 big draws for the next tournament.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm going to take the Fish Elves, but we'll see.
I think we also probably need to make a decision on whether we allow for the beta rule for Ravagers to be in play. I'm feeling like possibly yes, we should.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That decision, yeah.
There we go. The decision's made. Excellent. There we go.
There was a rule that came up in Game 2 that we wanted to clarify with you as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good shot.
When Daco makes a charge and he ends up on an objective, obviously on his card it says that when he finishes the move action, he gains glory, gains the primacy.
Primacy, yeah.
So does he gain it right there and then can he inspire himself for that to make the attack with? It's
another woolly area, and I think I would say that yes, you do gain it right after the move.
Doesn't the inspiration come after? I know, because is it a reaction?
It's not a reaction. It's on Hedkrakka's card. It's not an after the activation. It's when you gain the primacy, inspire someone.
Because I think that might be like the Iron Skulls, because Iron Skulls inspire when they take damage. But if they move through a lethal hex, they can't inspire until after they've attacked, can they?
Yeah,
that might be a super action thing.
That's what was questioning us, because I thought might be the super action interaction might sort of overrule everything. But
yeah, I feel like it feels like Iron Skulls is enough of a precedent to mean it's afterwards.
Yeah. Luckily, it was in the game that didn't really matter.
I'm just seeing if there's anything in the rule.
But the reason I was trying to do it was.
But they need to clarify the privacy thing. Valentin brought up in the chat primal. Which one is it? Primal display. Do you score this immediately after a friendly fighter's attack action if that attack action took the fighter out of action? Well, if you take the fighter out of action and win the primacy doing so, can you score primal display because you now have the primacy token?
Most of the tournaments that happen nationally are saying you get the primacy before you score surges, so you would. But it's after the reaction step, so you can't do primal lunge.
Right. It does say when an inspire condition is met during a super action, the fighter is not inspired until after the super action is resolved.
There you go.
So there you are. Okay. Similarly, surge objective cards where conditions are met during super actions are scored after the super action is resolved. So any of that stuff happens after the charge.
Right.
Yeah, as you say, there's no formal window for gaining the primacy token, but that seems to be what most of the tournaments are saying. It's after the reactions to stop things like primal lunge, but before the scoring.
Right.
So that you can score that card. I can't remember what it was called.
Primal display, yeah. Okay, that's interesting. I feel like that's not the intent of that card, but yeah, I think you're right. If that's how it's been ruled, that seems like a reasonable ruling. But I feel like it should
agree.
say.
I think you're supposed to already have the primacy in your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody else said it's just crap wording as usual.
It is. I think maybe we'll have to come up with an agreement for season 4 to say, okay, this is where we're going to play where primacy happens, and then it'll be a bit clearer. Even if it's not the right necessarily way of doing it, at least we'll have a decision there so people know where they stand. So we'll do that for the next season.
Yeah. Consistency.
So we will put season 4 up from tomorrow at some point for everyone to register. So I hope to see you both there, and anybody watching. If you're watching this either now or within a very short period of afterwards, up to probably about the 20th, if you want to you can join the Patreon and you can register.
Ooh. Do so. Please.
Thank you, John, and thank you, Steve, for those fantastic matches. They were incredibly entertaining to watch.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you guys for hosting the event again.
Not a problem. And I don't know what happened in that third game. The table went a bit weird. I was frantically saving it multiple times throughout, just in case it all decided to crash on us.
Yeah,
Steve
we
rage quit. He flipped the table on me.
Been a night of technical gremlins.
If we've learnt anything from this, it's we need to make sure we get a test game in before the final next time.
It's quite a long time because I got knocked out early on. It's a long time since I played on TTS because we've been playing in real life.
Yeah.
So none of it was set up properly.
I was going to make a request if in season 4 we could maybe put a time limit on when games have got to be played by, because as you say, Robin, you and I were in the same group, and that feels like it was about 6 weeks ago we played.
Yeah, just pretty long time. Yeah, I think we will. I think kind of things opening up a little bit just meant that suddenly life got busier. People.
Yeah.
Other things
Absolutely.
To do.
I kind of forgot it was happening, and then all of a sudden I got a message to say I'm playing you in the quarterfinals, and I was messaged back and I was like, quarterfinals of what? It had been so long, I'd forgotten and didn't have this deck saved anymore, and I had to sort of go back and look at previous things that I'd done to.
If you get a message that said you're in the quarterfinals and you turned up at Wembley, I'm ready to play. We're in Rome. Oh no!
So congratulations to Steve for winning that one. Hard fought, but well deserved, I think. And good night, Mollog. We knew ye well.
He's limping back to his cave.
I think so. So
thanks,
that's
everyone.
it for tonight. Thanks everyone for watching. Thank you guys for playing and giving us such a fantastic game to watch. And we shall see you all soon in the Direchasms.
Bye.
Bye.